Welcome to GAMEpoch, the show where I play through the history of video games in the order of their release, starting with Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo. I'm MystikDan, and today I am playing Metroid. Sorry, it's been a while. I've been focused on Dark Souls, which has been really overwhelming everything in my head. So, I'm done with that now, and I can focus on the game, on GAMEpoch. So I'm back to Metroid. I finally got through that hallway of death, although, as you'll notice, I'm out of missiles, I'm low on health. It's just been a rough journey. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about, that kind of forgot. So, the music in this game was done by, remind me of his name. It was, just pull that up again really quick. I'm gonna have my references over here. Yeah, Hirokazu Hip Tanaka, who was awesome, and he was apparently one of the sound designers for like the Game Boy and the Nintendo chips. So he was really important, not just musically, but encoding, actually making the sound hardware that they used for stuff. So he's a really important figure in all that stuff. I thought that this was a thing. Is it not? Well, I'm already dead. Okay. Where's my map? So, not only did he make the music, but he also actually helped plan some of the game itself, like some of the writing and, you know, like the design of the stages and things like that. And I think that that's actually a really cool thing to have your music person get involved in some of the creation of the world. I mean, they're already kind of doing so with the music that they make. Why am I even bothering? Because I can't reach it. So now that gave me a bunch of extra missiles, which is really nice. But then there's some more upgrades I can get in this area. I wish I could get up there, but I just can't quite make it yet. And then there's this, which will help loop me around to another section that I could get to if I could reach up there. I just quite can't. So yeah, Hip Tanaka helped write a lot of the stuff about this game. Yeah, there we go. And I think, oh crap, game developers could stand to use more of the input of their composers. Because composers they are creative, they are writers, you know, they get involved in this stuff. What just happened? How did I game over? Oh man. Well, that's fun. I probably should have taken that password down. Is the timer on there the timer for the stream or the timer for the video? I'm guessing it's for the stream. Most likely. Alright. So this is going to be a new format for me. I am going to now stream my GAMEpoch recordings. So that should be interesting. I'm hoping, you know, that'll be something that's kind of engaging. That'll make people really want to watch. And, you know, they can interact with me and stuff. Part of it is also because I'm wanting to get more involved in streaming, because I like the interactivity of it. I love being able to actually chat with people while I was recording Dark Souls. It really added to the experience. Oh, come on. And so I wanted to try doing that with GAMEpoch as well, and I'm completely planning on still uploading these to YouTube as just like normal. But this way, I can just stop my episodes exactly where they end, and that will make editing it a little bit easier because I won't have to worry about cutting them up and, you know, getting all the timing right on that and stuff. So it's an experiment. This is going to be an experiment. We'll see how well this works. For a lot of these games, they're going to be not, like, super popular for people who watch streams to watch. So we'll see if I get anybody watching my stuff, at least before I get, you know, an actual respectable audience of my own. Which I hope I will. I plan on doing this long term and hopefully long enough to get my own audience. So, but yeah, I gotta say, I'm starting to, as I've been playing this, I've been starting to eat my words with the claim that this isn't as technically difficult as it is just like difficult to not get lost, but this has proven to be an immense challenge, just, especially if you die. Because it sends you all the way back to the beginning of the world, and with no health. Like, they don't give you any favors. Like, people say Dark Souls is punishing. I think this is even worse. You know, but, anyway. So... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Can I unfreeze you? No, I just gotta wait. Alright. Oh, boy. Okay, there we go. So now this was the door I was trying to go into before. Nope, that was dumb. Someday I'll get the timing on this. Come on over. So yeah, I love the fact that Tanaka helped make, design a lot of the stuff in this game. In fact, let me just confirm exactly what he did. Tanaka. I thought I saw that he worked on this. So, a lot of the design behind the music with this game was to try to make it, you know, not just more ambient, but also to be, to evoke that fear of that sense of fear and, isolation and all that kind of stuff. And because of the real desire to emphasize... Oh, come on! Ah! Why aren't they shooting? That's strange. I wonder if the game's glitching out. So, if this is what I think... Yeah, I don't think it did anything different, because I think this is just supposed to give him the ice beam. But, I should be able to get down here, unless the map's lying to me. Yeah, okay. And, yeah, so that's kind of weird that you get the exact same item in, different places. Like, so actually, in Super Metroid, you could get a couple of things in more than one location, like the super missiles and power bombs, because an upgrade location was basically the same. I guess missiles are the same way too. Upgrade locations was basically the same as getting it. Like, they look identical, and if you get the thing in one place before, you know, instead of another place. So, for example, let's say there was one primary location that they wanted you to find the super missile, but you end up figuring out how to sequence break because you're awesome, and you figure out that you can actually access it from an upgrade later on. Then you could go straight to that upgrade location and just get it for the first time from that upgrade location. So people can use that for the sake of sequence breaking and actually make sequence breaking much easier. And if you don't know what sequence breaking means, for games like Metroid, this is a very Metroid thing, and it started with Metroid actually, especially Super Metroid, where because it was open, it's an open-ended design game, you can go at it anywhere in whatever order you want to. It's just wherever you can access. And there are supposed to be physical barriers in place in the layout of the land to prevent you from getting to places until you get certain items. But sometimes, some of those places are not super strictly designed where it's impossible. It's just super difficult unless you are very skilled or you learn how to do things later on, like more advanced techniques or things like that. Which, of course, if you're an advanced gamer or you're used to the gameplay or anything like that, you can do stuff totally out of order. There are a lot of ways to fairly easily skip out and sequence break in Super Metroid without having to do anything super complicated. And I can do it, and I'm really not much of a speedrunner. So I think that's it for this whole area, so I can just go down to the bottom. Oh, I see. Lots more to explore. Okay, so let's head down, all the way down. It gets me so down, 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 down. Ouch. Down, 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 down. I like Blink-182, so sue me. I think they are pretty good. What is over there? Does that connect? Ah, okay. This area I would keep trying to get to, and I just keep dying over and over and over again, so hopefully I'll survive. I have not been doing a good job of conserving missiles in a smart way, and oh! Come on, being able to get health. Okay. I just need to be smart about... Ow. Holy crap, these things suck! Oh. Whew. Man, this place is tough. Oh my gosh. And I'm already almost dead. This is so brutal. Alright. That is a major pain. Major pain. I've got to figure out how to, because I don't think this is the right timing for the recording. Does it tell me? I don't think it does. Still trying to figure this whole system out, because I'm changing things so much. Thank you guys for suffering through this with me, because I'm... A lot of growing pains. Alright. Let's just start this back over, I guess. It might be easier if I just get the upgrade first. I'm gonna do that. Get over through the room of death. Or the hallway of death. Fortunately, this fan is not reaching me. And it gets warm in this room. So anyway, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about this game, so it's gonna get to the point where I'm just kind of blabbing. Talking about whatever I feel like. I can continue talking about Dark Souls since I've been watching a crap load of lore videos and trying to learn about the lore as much as possible. So yeah, any of you who may not be familiar with Dark Souls, if anybody tries to say to you that Dark Souls doesn't have a story, they do not know what they're talking about. That game is so packed full of lore, it's incredible. You get a lot of the lore by reading them item descriptions. Item descriptions on everything, including spells, keys, weapons, armor, and every item, everything has something to add to the world of Lordran. The kingdom of Lordran, I should say. And it's really quite something. A lot of it, though, isn't very clear, but they're very obvious fragments of the story that you can put together by just thinking a little bit. Also, you can figure some things out based on where you find certain items. Which I love that they had that kind of attention to detail, where paying attention to the environment really makes a difference and can seriously tell you some important stuff, like you found this ring that belonged to this person right here. So that should indicate that there is some strong connection between that person and whatever this place is all about. And that can tell you a lot about how characters related to each other, or how they died, or when or where they died, and all that kind of stuff. It's just awesome. You should be able to get a clue that, gee, that looks like boots with the wings on it, so can I fly, or do I jump higher, or what's the dealio here? Anyway, I can now go under here, and that connects me all the way to another section that comes down. Oh, I'm just checking my map again, blah, 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 and then that keeps going over and over and down. But I think that's it? Is that it? No, I don't know. That's a little confusing. It's probably worth it. This place is just such a pain. La 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 la. Can I get there now? That would be amazing. I have no idea if I can, but if I could get there now. I bet you I can. This is Trixie. Trixie Fat Hobbitses. There's just 3 more missile upgrades, or just 2. Oh, it's just 2. I can go get those later. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do this now. Sorry. Alright. So, I would definitely recommend to anybody that's into... who would you recommend Dark Souls to? Any kind of role-playing fan. Yes, they are hard. There is no question about that. There's nothing that Dark Souls... Nothing else that Dark Souls is known for. It's the difficulty. And it's a deserved reputation. Those games are really, really friggin' hard, and, I mean, there's just no getting around that. But, and you'll hear this from Souls fans a lot, Dark Souls and all the Souls games, Soulsborne, because Bloodborne, all those Soulsborne games are hard and very punishing for when you screw up, but are fair. And after playing through them all, I have to agree, especially with the punishing part. Because they are very punishing. Demons and Dark Souls are both very punishing in failing a boss fight. And anybody who watched my Dark Souls playthrough will know that I had a real hard time with that. By far my biggest complaint about the Dark Souls, specifically, because Demon Souls had some other things I didn't like about it as much. But my biggest problem with Dark Souls, and Demons as well, they usually don't have, I mean, some of them weren't so bad, but some of them especially. Now this, look at that! When I'm jumping and spinning, I'll get back to the Dark Souls point in a moment. That symbol should be very familiar to anybody who's played Smash Brothers, because that is the special super duper spiffy looking S, which is the screw attack, which is a very iconic attack in the Metroid series. And I will show you what it does, and I get the feeling this is going to make this game way easier. Ow. Ooh. Let me show you what this does, because this is awesome. They replicated this in the 3D games in Metroid Prime. Ow. Come on. Will you? Okay. Well, apparently it doesn't work against those guys, but you heard the bing bing bing, which is normally the sound you hear when these guys are getting attacked and they can't get hurt by what I'm attacking them with. Well, it's lower down that main hallway. Sorry, let me just double check over here before I stop. Oh yeah, that continues on. So let me continue on with this whole thing first. I think I'll give this another few minutes. I'm gonna try to go slightly longer with my episodes to roughly 20-ish minutes, maybe. Like, I heard Ross mention this in on Game Grumps recently, and oh yeah, there you go, see? The screw attack hurts enemies with your jump. With your twisty jump, I should say. It feels so good. And for a lot of these enemies, it's just an instant kill. Even ones that take a lot of normal hits with the laser. I mean, they're just... Oh, can you understand how good that feels? Compared to just... Ow, 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 constantly ow. Oh, it's so incredibly frustrating. And then you get this and the game just is like, yeah. Oh, that makes a world of difference. I don't know how anybody would have found that. That would have taken some serious patience and exploration skills. So yeah, with the Dark Souls and Demons, but especially, yeah, with both games, they would not have a bonfire or a shortcut very close to a boss fight. Oh, I could have just gone straight down. Well, I feel silly. I could go straight down there, too. Is there anything down there? That is my question. Can I get down there? Let's see what we got waiting for me in the bubbles. Anything in the bubbles? I don't think there's anything down there. What a tease! Get out! Oh, it's so close, mate. Alright. So, let's check it out. Ow. Gosh. Yeah! Oh, I love the screw attack. I think it's especially feels good in this game, because this game is just particularly difficult in the Metroid series. That said, the only game that I've played a significant amount that I've not beaten is Metroid 2. I think it's called Return of Samus? It's a Game Boy game. It was, again, pioneered by Gunpei Yokoi, and I can't remember if the music was done by Hip Tanaka again. It might have been. But it was actually supposed to help really sell the Game Boy. Alongside, like, Mario Land and... it was kind of cool. Like, it gave Samus a lot of her really in-depth look. They changed the way she looked by... First of all, her character took up way more of the screen. Which actually was kind of to the detriment of the gameplay, because it was so hard to see anything. You had such a small, limited view of field of view that things could suddenly kill you fairly easily because you just couldn't see anything. So that was a huge part of the problem with that game. But Samus looked awesome. I mean, on the Game Boy, she looked better than she did here on the Nintendo. Because let's be honest, she kind of looks crappy. She kind of looks stupid. Oh, I finally got that. Well, that guy doesn't want to. He don't want to die. Let me keep moving over here. And I'm going down. If not over here, then somewhere along this floor. Alright. Oh, right in front of the door. That's Trixie. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that's enough. I sound like a madman. I think this is another one of those floors where it just goes nowhere. So yeah, with Demon Souls and Dark Souls, there were a lot of boss fights that did not have either a bonfire or a shortcut right before or close to the boss fight. So a lot of the time, if you died against the boss fight, you would have to backtrack a pretty good distance through the level leading up to the boss fight, which isn't as bothersome the first time or two, but it gets old very fast. And that especially becomes true the further and further away the boss fight is from where you can actually, where you respawn when you die. E-Tank. Oh, thank you. So useful. Full of health, and I have extra life. That was worth this journey, because these things are $1,000,000. With that, I'm gonna pause this for my GAMEpoch viewers, and I will bring you guys back the next time. For Twitch, I'm gonna keep on just going. But for YouTube, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for checking out GAMEpoch. This is MystikDan signing out. Bye.